Hello and welcome along to another episode of this FM19 story, The Head Coach with me, Daniel. It's Season 5, Episode 3, and today we go away to top of the table Portsmouth, just as things are starting to go wrong again. But before that, this could well be the last episode at Stevenage. We said we were looking for bigger opportunities. We've just missed out on one, but there's another that could be happening. For some reason that we're not getting in our coaching and recruitment staff. Our director of football's set to do that, but he's ignoring it entirely. And as a result, we're not really improving players in training, despite having good youngsters at the club. But if we go to our job security, we've applied for the Norwich job. That's a championship club I'm really looking at and thinking we could do something there. They've got a decent squad. They're a top half side at heart. And it's just the fact that they're in the bottom half at the moment that they've sacked their manager. We've had an interview there. We're not the favourite for the job, but we never know with these things because we've had an interview at another club already and we were the favourites for that one but didn't get it. And don't be surprised when you see the name. Just remember we're in a completely alternate reality. It was Millwall and I was as surprised as anyone when I saw this. They're bottom of the championship at the moment, but they've only just come down from the Premier League. Now don't forget the championship season is further ahead than ours because there's the Winter World Cup and they started in early July. But they've got some real quality players on thousands of pounds a week, worth £15 million as they've come down from the Premier League, and somehow they're bottom of this division too. We were favourite after the interview, but unfortunately we didn't quite get the job. So that one went past, but I'd rather the Norwich one in terms of building something for the future. But in terms of Stevenage at the moment, things were going really well until before the last game. Since the last episode, we'd had plenty of games off camera, 5 in September in fact. A 3-3 draw at home to Swindon. We were 3-0 up in this one and were a little bit disappointed. And look who scored one of the goals for Swindon. Janelle Bennett, who we've got at Torquay in our other story. He's a bit of a bit part player there, but he did well for them against us in that one. We then went away to Colchester and won 2-0. A really good performance with Lee Thomas, the young striker, getting a goal. And then at home to Notts County, he got both of them instead. So really good form from him. And then away to Bolton, it was Luke Berry and Archibald who were back to form. Either side of those goals, Patrick Hoban scored for Bolton. Probably the one game we've been outplayed in and didn't deserve to get the point. And then at home to Southend, we lost 2-1. But there's a bit of an underlying story here. Our one and only left back, Danny Andrew, got injured. George Hughes back at left back for the next 6 weeks. And unfortunately, he's just not good enough at League One to defend. Our director of football did look to get in another left back. There's one he's waiting to confirm, Joe Maguire, but he's not actually got the finances to complete the deal. And it's a shame because he's a better left back than Andrew, and at 26 he's got plenty of potential. But unfortunately, as well as him being injured, we've not got enough funds to get the 2,000 signing on fee over the line. For some reason it doesn't go to the director of football that. Whenever there's a delay confirmation it always comes to us. And I don't know why that is when the director of football's dealing with transfers. So there's nothing we can do, we can't accept it, we just have to move on. So without a left back, we are obviously going to be a bit short today. We're not going to focus too much off the pitch on Stevenage as we're planning on leaving once we get a good job offer, and I'd imagine it'll be during the season. Portsmouth are top, we're showing you the hardest possible game in the league, and let's just see if we can sneak something out of it. Again, we've got Pip Bannister, one of our youngsters on the bench. One of the real positives is he's been playing a few games off the substitutes bench, 2 in the league, and he started a Checker Trade Trophy game too. He's displaced Kieran Hayes, who's not very good. Lee Thomas has had a couple of poor games, but before that he was in excellent form. 4 goals in 6 starts, and you can see he's improving brilliantly, and he's definitely going to be a Premier League player. He's only 17, he's 2-footed, and he's going to be an absolute superstar, who I'll probably hope our director of football gets at Norwich, if we get that job. Although, as you can see from his history, that may be difficult, as he started his career at Ipswich, and that's where he's on loan from at present. The lineup for today, it pretty much picks itself. We've got Kelleher in goal, Wilding and George Hughes the fullbacks, with McCart and Davis at centre-half, Smart and Ferry in midfield, Berry's in that number 10 role, with Archibald and Kennedy off the wings behind Thomas. The subs bench is quite weak, but does have a few game changers, so the likes of Wallen, Sears, Ward and Wilkinson, but no real attacking strength, as Tamelti's not the best, and McKee's pretty much a League 2 player. Let's get into the game and see if we can get a result. My voice is slightly improved, but I don't know if it will hold up for a full game. So apologies in advance if it doesn't. Portsmouth playing the old classic, the 4-4-2, the one I didn't have enough bottle to stay with in the other save. They've done it and they're getting their rewards, although they've got a big budget and higher quality players. We're going to tell the lads to go out and cause an upset. Paul Jules on our side, so what can go wrong? Thomas has the kick-off, and if he gets back on form today, we'll win the game. If he doesn't, we'll lose it. Georgiou at left-back's a worry against a good side, but normally he struggled when they've had an attacking right-winger, which Portsmouth don't due to their 4-4-2. We're 5 minutes in, and Kelleher's got a goal kick. Up towards Kennedy on the right. He wins a header remarkably, but no one's there. Thomas would normally be running onto that as we start to close down, but Marlon Pax won the ball in the middle. James Wilson's coming into the box for Pompey, shot straight at the keeper, and Kelleher claims. Now they're coming forward again. We're not getting much break there. Winner up to Hodgkinson. On the left-hand side, it's deflected away to Kennedy. Kennedy finds Smart. Smart's got time in the middle. His cross is deflected. I attempted a cross from very deep, and Roberts, the right winger, curls it just right at a post. 5 minutes gone, and we're living very dangerously. A Portsmouth corner with just a few minutes gone after that. Smart heads it away and then Kennedy flicks it on. It's as far as O'Neill to Roberts again. Second time he's had a shot on that left foot, but this one's high and wide and we can deal with that comfortably. Though we have got a warning from Paul Jules to close him down now, so we'll do just that. Portsmouth have time on the back. Despite our high pressing game, it's not really good enough there. Cargill gets the ball to Naylor. Naylor into Pack. He's dominated the game, but Berry wins it back this time. Berry and Kennedy play a 1-2. Can he find the ball for Archibald? What a goal that is. Our first chance and shot of the game, and Archibald puts it in the top corner. Luke Berry won the ball back, then played the ball through for the assist, and with 10 minutes gone, we undeservedly lead. But as we say that, Portsmouth cross a corner into the box. Wilson gets the second knockdown. Jackson to Roberts, great save Kelleher, and it's behind for a corner. An in-swinger from Ben in the left back. We could do with less highlights than this ideally, but it's not going to be the case in this top of the table clash, or top of the table in Portsmouth case at least. If we win this, we're back in the playoff picture. We dropped down to 11th after that last defeat, but we were 7th up until that point. We've got another chance to defend here with O'Neill. O'Neill to Naylor to Roberts. Roberts gets an early cross in this time. Hodgkinson beats the man, does the keeper with a great touch, and taps it into the empty net. 15 gone, and Portsmouth are level already. We come back as Hodgkinson was being told off by the ref. Wilding's got a free kick for Smart. Smart charging at the defence 25 yards out into the box. Goes alone and scores. What a run by Leon Smart. And two individual pieces of magic have got us ahead in this game. We've been absolutely outplayed, but superstar quality is hard to come by. 20 on the clock. We lead 2-1 and I just don't know how. We've got to the half-hour mark without another highlight. We greatly appreciated that as we got a sip of drink. McCart's got a booking and the free kick goes into the side netting. Hodgkinson looks a brilliant player. If it was the other series, we'd definitely be scouting him. But of course, we can't have any say in transfers or contracts in this one. 5 to the break. Let's see if we can hold on for half-time. There's the whistle, then we have made it to the end of the first half. It's 2-1 at the break. We've been outplayed, although the last 20 minutes Portsmouth haven't created much. We're going to follow Paul Jules' advice, tell him it was good work, and let's keep it up for the second half as Portsmouth come straight forward with their danger man Hodgkinson. Wilson holds the ball up, he's passed it out for a throw, and that's easy to deal with from James Wilson. Nearly the whole Pompey midfielder on a yellow card, and Benning's throwing the ball in. It's certainly not stopping them attacking, but we seem to catch them out on the counter a bit. Smart's coming forward to Berry. Berry and Smart still in the centre circle region. Smart out to Kennedy on the right, cutting inside for Berry, over the top towards Thomas, but he'd run too early, and he was caught offside if he'd made it. It's straight through to McGee, the Pompey keeper, who clears long downfield. McCart gets the ball to Kennedy. We're winning the balls at the back now, which is good. Berry finds Ferry. He's got plenty of time. Archibald's running off him. It falls for him luckily from a challenge. Georgiou at left back. Had a solid if unspectacular game today. Smart gets it from Berry again. Now Thomas goes for the shot. He's high and wide, but good work from the lad. He's working hard up there. Jackson with the ball for Portsmouth. Finds Benning on the left, straight through for Winnall. Oh, that's a brilliant finish. Chips the keeper. It's a brilliant finish by the lad. We can't begrudge him a goal like that. It's disappointing that the one ball beat the whole team, but the finish was absolutely delightful. It's a long throw for Wilding though on the right. Kennedy flicks it on, saved by the keeper and the rebound's in. How did Kennedy get it in from that angle? 10 minutes into the half, and every time we've been pegged back by Portsmouth, we take the lead almost immediately. Brilliant work from Kennedy, and we lead 3-2. Ferry into the box. Benning loses out. Berry with the shot. Deflects off two defenders. It goes down as a Benning own goal. The voice is going with the high-pitched goals, but what an entertaining game. And we lead at the league leaders by 4-2 on the hour mark. Kennedy with a free kick that's high and wide, and hopefully we'll get a little breather now. Benning with a free kick for Pompey. Davis heads it away. Winnell on the edge. What a goal that is. I tell you what, he's got a schooling good goal, Sam Winnell. A wonderful executed finish in the box, followed by an absolute screamer from 30 yards. And this game has been absolutely sensational, even though it's not great for the defences. Wilson puts a ball in the box, deflects for Hodgkinson. 2 goes from the edge, but this one straight at Kelleher, who can deal with it. He's got a rating above a 7, despite conceding 3 goals. 20 minutes to go. We're coming back for a highlight. We've got to close down Winnell, and we're going to think about some substitutions. In fact, we're going to see out the highlight first. Kelleher takes it to Georgiou. Down the line for Archibald. I'm really impressed with how these lads have fought. We knew we'd struggle at the back, but up front, without our striker scoring, we're still producing a bounty of goals. Ferry finds Smart. We're keeping the ball well in the middle. We've overtaken Pompey in possession now, actually. Thomas gives it away, and we're going to be defending again. But we've won it back quickly. Ferry finds Berry. Naylor with a risky challenge on a yellow, but he gets away with it. And that man, Sam Winnell's in again. Goes for the shot. Kelleher with a brilliant save, and it's behind for a corner kick. We will make the changes now. Thomas replaced by Stuart Walland. He's going to go on as a pressing forward, try and get more pressure on the defence rather than trying to score. Luke Berry's absolutely knackered. Brilliant assist for the first goal and deserved to be credited with the other one. But it's not the case, and we'll bring on McKee for him. Another one who's naturally a central midfielder, but will work a bit harder in that attacking role. Ferry's also a bit tired, not had the best game. Smart goes as the box-to-box, and Joel Ward as the playmaker. Let's get back into it and see if we can hold on for the victory. Right, it's a corner for Pompey. You can see from the match stats, they've had 3 clear-cut chances to 1. So we've really scored chances that weren't expected. Archibald's finish was brilliant. Luke Berry's one was obviously a little bit of luck, but it worth a go from that region. And we just scored some great goals as Wallen holds it up, but he's been challenged by Cargill. O'Neill finds Pack for Portsmouth. Jackson out to Roberts. Started the game well for Portsmouth. Been poor since, but what a ball that is. Wilson rounds the keeper and Davis was there. Hodgkinson with a second shot. We had a bit of a freeze, but the keeper made a brilliant save again. He's starting to turn into Shamal George from last year, an absolute hero on loan from Liverpool between the sticks. And the centre-half Davis deserves credit there too. Did brilliantly to get a block on that one. 15 to go, and it's getting very tense at the back. Pompey are dominating again. We've just got to hold on. Here they come again, throw on the left. We've got another warning to close players down. It's Hodgkinson this time. Into Winnell, great save. Rebounds in from the sub. It's 4-4 here. The league leaders fight back, and we've just got to try and hold on. We're going to go to cautious and see if we can just get the point. Kelleher with a free kick. Out to the right for Wilding. Wilding coming forward again to Davis. Playing it at the back, out to Kennedy. Lost out in the air. Ward wins the header. But now it's Hodgkinson. In towards Wilson. He's got Winnell in the middle. Goes alone. And what a save by Kelleher. How it's only 4. Only he can tell us. 5 clear-cut chances. Kelleher's been sensational. Winnell switches the ball to Cargill. Out to the left-hand side to Hodgkinson. Hodgkinson, they're all over us now. Gets in unopposed. Finds Wilson. Shots blocked again by Davis. And Wilding gets there the second time. We're going to go to time wasting now. Be more disciplined. Play for set pieces. A point would be a marvellous result of the league leaders, given their domination during the game. Jackson with a free kick for them. Out to the right for O'Neill. Marlon Pack. Out to Mandeville. He's got time and space to run into. Goes for a wild effort though. And is comfortably over the bar. We'll happily deal with those throughout stoppage time. We've got a warning to close Wilson down now too. He's in one-on-one though. We didn't do that very well. Kelleher again. What a save by the keeper. So many brilliant saves. And he is definitely going to overtake Shamal George if he performs like this all season. Benning with the delivery. Wilding clears it and is flicked on by Kennedy. There's varying levels of volume here, as that chance that Kelleher saved in goal was a 6th clear-cut one for Pompey. We've headed away a set piece, but there's still 2.5 minutes. Winnell's shots blocked by Wilding. What a brilliant game of football it's been, but I won't think that way if we don't get a point. Benning on the left-hand side, throws it into Wilson. Benning again with the delivery. Archibald heads away. As far as O'Neill with the shot. Archibald blocks it again. We've got a 3-on-2 now. Can we get in behind and find the right ball? He beats his man, gets it to Walland, but Benning's covering in behind. Just 20 seconds left now. Surely that will be it. We're going to hold on for a point, I think. Oh, Winnall's in one-on-one. I've spoken too soon. Kelleher's there, though. Comes out and smothers the ball brilliantly. Great work by the goalkeeper. And this game has completely destroyed our vocal cords. It is 4-4. A wonderful game of football. A great advert for League One. And a brilliant effort by the lads, despite a bit of a patched up team. We've told them they did brilliantly, they all look delighted, and hopefully this will be another turning point after disappointment in the last game. Although having said that, the Southend side we lost to are up in 4th. We do drop to 13th as a result of that point, but we're only 4 points off Southend in that 4th place of the league. It's a very tight division, another 3 points down and we could be 18th. So 7 points separating 14 teams. It could be a very long season and difficult to judge where we're going to finish. But as we mentioned, we could be at another club soon, so we're not going to mention Stevenage off the field too much. A brilliant game of football though, and I hope you very much enjoyed it. We won't look at the schedule for when we'll next be back, as it will largely depend on what happens on the job front. But that will be all for this episode. If you did enjoy it, please put a thumbs up on the video. Let me know down in the comments whether you think I should stay or go. Do you think this Stevenage side has the potential, or are we just a bit short once we get a couple of injuries? And also, do you think Norwich would be a good move? Obviously, through realism, if they offer us more money in a higher division, we have to accept it by the rules of this series. But do you think we'll enjoy it? Do you think it will be the right move for us? We'd love a move abroad, but we're not quite at a stage where we've got a reputation for it. Subscribe to the channel for daily FM19 content from my 2 long-term stories, including this one, The Head Coach. There's also weekly content from FIFA 19 and my Newcastle series that we started over Christmas. They were both out yesterday, so go back and catch up if you haven't seen them. But a massive thanks for watching this one as always, and we'll see you next time, possibly at a new club, but definitely with a better voice.